Breaking news, guys. Donald Trump and MELENIA have fallen victim to the pandemic. This comes at an awkward time after Donald Trump has been making fun of Joe Biden for wearing a mask all the time.
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
Welcome back to Investor Prime. If you're new, make sure you subscribe and follow me at Instagram at Investor Prime. Let's get into today's video. According to CNN Politics, Donald Trump is a high-risk individual at the age of 74 and also obese. This is supported by the CDC statistic. History has shown that the markets become very volatile when there's any news relating to Donald Trump. Believe me.
Coronavirus! Coronavirus! I'm telling you, shit is real!
Believe me. The dollar dropped in the market following the most recent presidential debate. What a total mess that was. I wonder what happened to the markets and the volatility in the markets, seen as the biggest news that United States has seen related to its president, and the president falling victim to the virus. As you can see in the forex chart, the United States dollar has been dropping against the euro and the Great British Pound. This started off with the presidential debate, seen as it went so bad that the dollar had dropped. I wonder what will happen to the dollar following this news that the US president and the first lady has contracted the virus. Right, guys, from the 1st of September, as you can see in the chart, that the dollar was gaining strength against the euro. This was because a lot of investors were hopeful that the debate would go well and the dollar would continue picking up strength and they can gain a lot of profits from this move. But seeing as the debate was such a big mess, the euro actually started picking up strength. This is because a lot of investors that had bought the dollar initially were starting to close out their positions, and a lot of investors that bought the euro were possibly adding to their positions. Also, a lot of investors that initially bought the dollar, because they saw that the debate was such a big mess, they possibly started buying the euro. And the black arrow on the chart represents the euro gaining strength against the dollar following the debate. However, the full effects of the debate, how bad it went, wouldn't reflect on the market for a couple of days, weeks, or even months. Hence why you're not seeing the effects immediately. And also, with the announcement of this major news that Trump has fallen victim to the pandemic, wouldn't reflect on the market immediately. And it's interesting to see how this will affect the volatility, as I believe it will act as a catalyst in the volatility of the market, as right now there's a lot of uncertainty whether to buy or to sell the dollar, and how this would impact on the American economy and also the American markets. Like the New York Stock Exchange and the Chicago Stock Exchange, especially at a time like this when the lead up to the most anticipated presidential election is on its way. And also with the health of the president, there's a lot of uncertainty with what's going on. And also the health of the American economy. Will they be able to stay afloat or will they plummet? Now looking at the GBP versus the US dollar chart, as you can see from the 1st of September, there's a lot of buying of the US dollar, which brought down the price in the lead up to this presidential debate, which shows a lot of investors are actually emotional creatures because they believe that the presidential debate was going to be have a good outcome, and they had a lot of trust in Mr. Trump that he was going to deliver. But this wasn't the case. And again, as you can see at the presidential debate and post-presidential debate, a lot of investors pulled out their investments from the US dollar and into safe havens like gold, etc., or even took out their investments from the US dollar and started buying up the Great British Pound, which saw the pound rise in value against the US dollar, represented by the black arrow. However, the full effects of the debate, how bad it went, wouldn't reflect on the market for a couple of days, weeks, or even months. Hence why you're not seeing the effects immediately. And also with the announcement of this major news that Trump has fallen victim to the pandemic wouldn't reflect on the market immediately. And it's interesting to see how this will affect the volatility, as I believe it will act as a catalyst in the volatility of the market, as right now there's a lot of uncertainty whether to buy or to sell the dollar, and how this would impact on the American economy and also the American markets. All right, guys, let me know what you're going to do if you're going to pull your money out the US dollar and put it into safe havens like gold or other investments, or you're going to maintain your positions in the US dollar. Comment below. Let's get a discussion going, guys. Be interesting to see how this pans out. If you like this video, guys, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.